Have you ever felt your legs getting weaker, even though you're staying active? Maybe you've noticed that climbing stairs feels harder, or that long walks leave you more exhausted than they used to. It's frustrating, isn't it? You do your best to stay mobile, yet somehow, your strength seems to be slipping away. Most people assume this is just a natural part of aging. But what if I told you that certain foods you eat every day could be silently draining your muscle power? It might sound surprising, but the truth is, your diet plays a far bigger role in your leg strength than you realize. Some foods don't just provide empty calories. They actively weaken your muscles, slow circulation, and even contribute to long-term mobility issues. The problem is, these aren't rare, exotic ingredients. They're the everyday staples found in millions of kitchens across America. And without realizing it, you might be making choices that are working against your body, rather than for it. But here's the good news. Just as food can take away your strength, the right foods can help you rebuild it. By making a few simple changes, you can nourish your muscles, support healthy circulation, and keep your legs strong and steady for years to come. In today's video, we're going to uncover 5 common foods that may be sabotaging your leg strength. And most importantly, we'll show you exactly what to eat instead. Stick with me until the end, because the final sign might surprise you, and it could be the most important one to recognize. 1. Processed sugar. Pause for a second. How do you usually start your day? You wake up, pour yourself a cup of coffee, and maybe reach for something quick and easy. A muffin, a bowl of cereal, or even a slice of toast with jam. It seems harmless, even comforting. But what if that very first meal of the day is quietly draining your strength? Processed sugar is one of the most deceptive culprits when it comes to muscle health. It's everywhere, in breakfast foods, snacks, and even so-called healthy options like flavored yogurts and granola bars. You may not even realize how much of it you're consuming. A study from the National Institutes of Health found that high sugar intake accelerates muscle loss, especially in older adults. That's because sugar doesn't just add empty calories. It actively works against your body's ability to stay strong and energized. One of the biggest problems with sugar is how it affects your energy levels. It gives you a quick boost, but that's always followed by a crash. Those sudden drops in blood sugar leave you feeling weak, sluggish, and unsteady on your feet. Over time, these constant highs and lows take a toll on your muscles, making it harder to maintain steady energy throughout the day. But the damage doesn't stop there. Processed sugar is a major trigger for inflammation in the body, and that inflammation doesn't just cause discomfort. It actively breaks down muscle fibers. If you've ever felt unexplained aches or noticed your legs feeling stiff and tired, it may not just be age. It could be the long-term effects of inflammation caused by diet. What's even more concerning is that sugar can block your body from absorbing the nutrients it desperately needs. Minerals like calcium and magnesium are essential for muscle strength and function. Yet too much sugar can interfere with how well your body processes them. That means that even if you're eating healthy foods on the side, their benefits may be getting canceled out by hidden sugars in your diet. So, what can you do? The first step is awareness. Start checking food labels. You might be shocked at how many products contain added sugar under different names, like corn syrup, dextrose, or maltodextrin. Even foods that don't taste particularly sweet, like pasta sauce or salad dressings, often contain more sugar than you'd expect. Instead of relying on processed sugar, try natural alternatives that provide sweetness without the harmful effects. Honey, dates, and coconut sugar can satisfy your cravings without causing the same blood sugar roller coaster. If you're looking for a snack, opt for dark chocolate, nuts, or Greek yogurt with fresh berries, foods that nourish your muscles instead of weakening them. Cutting back on sugar isn't about deprivation. It's about taking control of your energy, your strength, and your future mobility. Every small change you make is a step toward stronger legs, better balance, and a life where you can move with confidence. And the best part? Once you reduce your sugar intake, your body starts to adapt. Your energy becomes more stable, your muscles feel stronger, and those moments of unexpected weakness start to fade away. Making this change isn't just about avoiding harm. It's about giving your body the best possible chance to support you for years to come. And that's a future worth working toward. 2. Deep-fried and fast foods. The effects of deep-fried and fast foods go far beyond the extra calories. They directly impact your mobility, joint health, and overall muscle strength. Fast food and deep-fried meals are often packed with trans fats, which are among the most harmful fats for your body. These artificial fats trigger widespread inflammation, which doesn't just lead to discomfort. It actively damages muscle fibers and stiffens joints, making movement harder over time. If your legs have been feeling heavy, stiff, or slow to recover after activity, inflammation from your diet may be playing a bigger role than you realize. But the trouble doesn't stop with inflammation. Fried foods also interfere with circulation, which is critical for keeping your muscles strong and well-nourished. When you eat meals high in unhealthy fats, your blood flow slows down, reducing the amount of oxygen and nutrients that reach your legs. Over time, poor circulation weakens your muscles, making it harder to walk, climb stairs, or stay active without feeling drained. If you've noticed that your legs fatigue more quickly than they used to, it's worth considering how much fried food is in your diet. Another hidden danger of deep-fried foods is the cooking oil itself. Many restaurants reuse their oils multiple times, exposing them to high heat over and over again. This process creates toxic compounds that speed up aging inside the body, including in your muscles and joints. Even if you don't eat fast food daily, these toxins build up over time, contributing to long-term muscle deterioration and joint stiffness. The best part is, you don't have to give up crispy, flavorful foods altogether. You just need to make smarter swaps. Instead of deep frying, try baking, grilling, or air frying your favorite foods. These methods still give you that satisfying crunch without the harmful effects of excessive oil and trans fats. Swapping processed vegetable oils for healthier options, like olive oil or avocado oil, can also make a big difference, as these fats actually support joint health instead of harming it. If you're craving something crispy and satisfying, there are plenty of nutritious alternatives that won't leave your legs feeling sluggish. Roasted chickpeas, baked sweet potato fries, or even a handful of nuts can provide that same crunchy texture while fueling your muscles instead of weakening them. Small changes like these add up over time, helping you maintain strong legs and steady energy levels well into the future. Your legs support you every single day, through every step, every errand, and every moment with loved ones. The choices you make now can help them stay strong, flexible, and capable for years to come. Choosing foods that nourish your muscles instead of breaking them down is one of the simplest, yet most powerful ways to invest in your future mobility. If you've made it this far, I hope this has given you valuable insight and reassurance. If you found this helpful, please subscribe and share it with someone who might need this guidance. Now, let's continue. Let's meet Janet, who had always been active. At 72, she still enjoyed her morning walks and gardening, but lately, something felt off. 3. Processed meats. Her legs felt heavier than usual. Her ankles seemed swollen by the end of the day, and even short strolls left her feeling exhausted. At first, she assumed it was just a natural part of aging. But after a visit to her doctor, she was surprised to learn that her diet, particularly her love for deli meats and sausages, might be playing a bigger role in her fatigue than she realized. Processed meats like ham, bacon, sausage, and deli slices may seem like convenient protein sources, but they come with hidden risks that can slowly chip away at muscle strength and joint health. One of the biggest culprits is sodium. These meats are loaded with excess salt, which can cause the body to retain water, leading to bloating and stiffness. Over time, high sodium intake weakens circulation, making it harder for oxygen and nutrients to reach the muscles in your legs. This can leave them feeling sluggish and fatigued, even if you're staying active. But sodium isn't the only problem. Many processed meats contain nitrates and preservatives designed to enhance flavor and extend shelf life. While they may make your food last longer, these additives can contribute to chronic inflammation, a silent threat to muscle and joint health. Inflammation gradually breaks down muscle tissue, making it harder to maintain balance, coordination, and overall leg strength. For older adults, this can increase the risk of falls and injuries, turning everyday movements into a challenge. Emerging research also suggests a troubling link between processed meats and nerve function. Some studies indicate that the preservatives and chemicals in these products may contribute to nerve damage over time, affecting coordination and reflexes. If you've noticed that your movements feel slower or less steady, it may be worth reconsidering what's on your plate. After Janet learned about the impact of processed meats, she decided to make a change. Instead of relying on deli slices for lunch, she started preparing fresh turkey and chicken ahead of time. She swapped her breakfast sausages for eggs and avocado, and tried plant-based proteins like lentils and beans for added variety. Within a few weeks, she felt lighter, less swollen, and more energized. The difference was undeniable. Her legs didn't tire as quickly, and she felt steadier on her feet. If you're worried about giving up the convenience of processed meats, you don't have to eliminate them entirely. Choosing nitrate-free options and eating them in moderation can help reduce their harmful effects. But the best way to protect your leg strength is to focus on fresh, whole protein sources. Lean meats like chicken, turkey, and fish offer the nutrients your muscles need without the added preservatives. And for those looking for plant-based alternatives, lentils, beans, and tofu are excellent choices that provide protein while supporting muscle health. Making small adjustments to your diet can have a powerful impact on how strong and steady your legs feel. Just like Janet, you may be surprised by how much better you move and feel with just a few simple modifications. Your legs have carried you through life. Give them the support they need to keep going strong. 4. High-sodium foods. Imagine this. You sit down for a quick, effortless meal. Maybe a can of soup on a chilly day, a frozen dinner when you're too tired to cook, or just a handful of salty chips for a snack. It's nothing out of the ordinary, just something to satisfy your hunger. But what if that seemingly harmless habit was slowly robbing your muscles of their strength, making every step feel just a little heavier? Sodium is essential for bodily function, but in excess, it becomes a silent enemy, especially for aging muscles. Processed and packaged foods tend to be loaded with sodium, far beyond what your body actually needs. When sodium levels rise too high, the body holds on to extra water in an attempt to maintain balance. This leads to bloating, puffiness, and a sensation of heaviness, especially in the legs. If you've ever felt unusually stiff or sluggish after a salty meal, that's your body struggling with the effects of too much sodium. But the consequences don't stop there. Excess sodium also affects circulation, restricting the flow of oxygen and essential nutrients to the muscles in your legs. Over time, this can lead to muscle fatigue, cramping, and a feeling of weakness that makes walking or climbing stairs more of a challenge. Poor circulation also slows down recovery, meaning that even minor aches and pains can linger longer than they should. Another hidden danger of a high-sodium diet is its impact on bone health. Sodium can interfere with calcium absorption, which is crucial for maintaining strong bones. Without enough calcium, bones weaken over time, increasing the risk of fractures and falls. This is especially concerning for older adults, where even a minor fall can lead to serious complications. Fortunately, Cutting back on sodium doesn't mean giving up delicious meals. It's about choosing wisely. One of the simplest ways to take control is by reading food labels. Many foods contain surprisingly high amounts of hidden sodium, even if they don't taste particularly salty. Bread, salad dressings, breakfast cereals, and even so-called healthy snacks can be packed with more sodium than you'd expect. By choosing low-sodium versions or preparing fresh meals at home, you can significantly cut down on your intake without feeling deprived. Instead of relying on salt for flavor, try seasoning meals with fresh herbs, garlic, lemon juice, or sea salt, which contains trace minerals that support overall health. Potassium-rich foods like bananas, avocados, and sweet potatoes can also help counteract the effects of excess sodium, keeping muscles functioning properly and reducing the risk of stiffness. Your legs carry you through life, and the choices you make today can determine how strong they remain in the years to come. Cutting back on salt isn't about restriction. It's about giving your body what it truly needs to stay active, steady, and full of life. 5. White bread and refined carbs. Your muscles work hard for you every day, carrying you through life's routines, adventures, and simple pleasures. They deserve real, lasting fuel, not the kind that burns out quickly, leaving you feeling drained. But if refined carbs like white bread, pastries, and sugary cereals are a regular part of your diet, they could be quietly robbing your strength without you even realizing it. At first glance, white bread and other refined carbohydrates seem harmless. They're soft, convenient, and often a comforting staple in many meals. But unlike whole grains, which provide steady energy, refined carbs are stripped of fiber and nutrients, leaving behind little more than quick-digesting starch. The moment you eat them, they break down rapidly into sugar, causing a spike in blood sugar levels. And just as quickly as that energy appears, it disappears, leaving you feeling sluggish, fatigued, and weaker than before. If you've ever found yourself crashing mid-afternoon, struggling to keep your energy up, these foods may be to blame. Beyond short-term energy crashes, a diet high in refined carbs can have long-term consequences for muscle health. Regular blood sugar spikes contribute to chronic inflammation, which can accelerate muscle breakdown and make it harder to maintain strength as you age. Over time, this also leads to insulin resistance, a condition where the body struggles to regulate blood sugar properly. When this happens, the body prioritizes storing fat instead of maintaining muscle, making movement more difficult and increasing the risk of falls and fatigue. But here's the good news. Making simple swaps can restore balance, giving your muscles the steady energy they need to support you throughout the day. One of the easiest changes is choosing whole grain or sprouted grain bread instead of white bread. These options contain fiber, protein, and essential nutrients that slow digestion, preventing blood sugar spikes and keeping energy levels stable. Similarly, swapping white rice for brown rice, quinoa, or farro provides more sustained energy and supports overall muscle function. Another helpful habit is pairing carbohydrates with lean protein and fiber-rich vegetables. This combination slows digestion, helping to stabilize blood sugar and prevent energy crashes. For example, instead of reaching for a plain bagel in the morning, try whole grain toast with eggs and avocado. Instead of white pasta, opt for whole wheat or legume-based pasta with grilled chicken and sautéed spinach. Small changes like these add up, making a noticeable difference in how your body feels and functions. When Susan, a 68-year-old retiree, decided to replace her morning white toast and jam with whole grain toast topped with nut butter and banana, she noticed an immediate shift. Her energy no longer plummeted mid-morning, and she felt steadier on her feet throughout the day. These weren't massive changes, just mindful adjustments that gave her body what it truly needed. Every bite you take is a choice, an opportunity to fuel your body in a way that supports strength, mobility, and vitality. Cutting back on refined carbs isn't about giving up the foods you love. It's about choosing versions that love you back, providing the energy and stability your muscles need to keep moving forward with confidence. Your legs have carried you through life's most precious moments, from running barefoot as a child to dancing at weddings, walking through parks, and holding loved ones close. They are more than just a part of your body. They are the foundation of your independence, your freedom, your ability to embrace life fully. But if they begin to weaken, don't be too quick to blame age alone. What you eat every day plays a far bigger role than you might realize. The 5 foods we've discussed: processed sugar, fried foods, processed meats, high-sodium foods, and refined carbs, have been quietly draining strength from your muscles, making movement harder, balance shakier, and energy levels lower. But now, you have the knowledge to take back control. By making simple yet powerful swaps, you can fuel your body with the nutrients it truly needs, helping you stay active, steady, and strong for years to come. Don't wait until weakness sets in to start making changes. Begin today, one meal at a time. And if this information surprised you, let's keep the conversation going. Comment below, subscribe for more, and remember, it's never too late to regain your strength, energy, and confidence. Your legs have supported you. Now, it's time to support them in return.